Jesus. So, hello everyone, welcome back. Finally a new video. I'm sorry for this rather long break. I don't know, it was a mixture between I didn't feel like it and also had stuff on my mind, and yeah. But you know what? This weather is so beautiful, so I'm kind of inspired to finally come back. And I thought, it is getting very warm. I was riding the bike earlier, and yeah, it was very warm, and I thought it's time to show you my favorite men's fragrances for the warmer weather, in my opinion, which I also wear in these warmer weather situations. And I will also tell you which of these I consider to be unisex, because I don't think there are many women's fragrances particularly designed for warm weather. I think most women's fragrances are very, especially in the designer range, very sweet and not very fitting for these temperatures. So I'm telling you which of these I think also women could try to wear if they're bold enough. So no particular order, I will just grab each of these. So my first pick, which is also already for me a unisex one, even though it could come across a bit weird because it was worn to death by men, but nevertheless I consider it to be also something worth trying out for women. I just think so. And this is the original Acqua di Gio by Giorgio Armani, the Eau de Toilette. You know, there are numerous versions of this fragrance out there. Like there's the Acqua di Gio Profumo version. There is Acqua di Gio, so many, Essenza, Acqua di Gio Absolute, Acqua di Gio Absolute Instinct, Acqua di Gio Profondo or Profundo. And to be honest, all of these are, it is like one of those flanker things where I think, wow, it just got a bit out of control. And in my opinion, the very best of all of these, many will disagree now. They will say, oh no, Acqua di Gio Profumo is the one. But is this one, because it is lighter, it is more for this high heat, you know. This incensey touch of Acqua di Gio Profumo can be too much for this high temperature weather. Just my opinion. Of course, you can wear it, no problem. You can also wear Dior Homme Intense in high heat weather. Why am I always saying high weather? High weather. So it's your decision, you know. But I think it is a better thing to go with this. It has not the best longevity, I give you that. But you know, it's not very expensive. You can buy, this is like the smallest you can buy actually. It's so sweet. It's like, look at that in my hand. Like it's so small, like 30 milliliters, and so small of a bottle. You can buy a really big one, like 200 milliliters for not a big buck. So yeah, I will try this one here right now because I haven't smelled it for a while. So, and this one is definitely for me one you can also try as a woman. What the hell is going on there? Okay, that's not the best quality thing I've ever seen here. Can you see that? It just doesn't. Oh my god, yeah, this is very sexy. This is very sexy. I like it a lot. Wow. Great. I like it a lot more than Profumo. Profumo is too much of a swimming pool vibe to me. It has this aquatic component I just can't stand. However, I got 2 bottles of it. Don't ask me why I bought 2 bottles. One time it was very cheap, and one time I got very hyped. And yeah. Coming to the next one is called Jean-Paul Gaultier Lamar Superman Eau Fraiche. You know, these days it is a different version. I'm not even sure, or is it still the Superman version, but it always changes the gimmick. Like the start was, I think, with Popeye, with that muscly comic character. And this one is like a very light take on the Lamar DNA. And it is very fresh. It has a bit of a chewing gum note, but it's very nicely minty. It has like like a very sparkling mint effect to me, and it's really nice. It's the performance is also good. It was good when I wore it yesterday. Not the best, but it's a good performance. So you cannot go wrong with this. It's very light. It's very uninsulting and very easy to wear. And yeah, a good try for this weather. The next one could be a bit could be seen a bit critical, but I think it is worth mentioning. And this is Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. You know, let's not talk about this bottle design, love it or hate it. I personally don't care too much about it. Like, yeah, it is what it is, you know. But the fragrance itself is still pretty good. Like there were many people saying, but to be honest, my impression right now, it's so cheap because this thing here is actually, I will do it for you, just for you. You can get it off, you know. You can even remove that, you know. Yeah, very cheap. Not the nicest bottle you would expect of a high quality brand, which is not that cool anymore though. And funny enough, I think this guy is not even that ripped, you know. He has kind of a stomach, which is not a problem, of course, but he's not like that ripped steroid junkie freak you would expect on a bottle like this. Funny enough, the fragrance itself was talked to be very reformulated these days. I still have very good performance, and I bought it like 2 or 3 years ago. And this bottle is supposed to perform very bad on my skin. It just does not. It performs pretty good. So this is more manly, I would say. I would not go as a woman for this fragrance. Abercrombie Fitch Fierce has been talked to death. Super sexy, one of the sexiest fragrances of all time, in opinion of many. Like the story of this is that the Abercrombie Fitch stores were sprayed inside of the stores with that fragrance over and over, and also on the clothes. So you were like, yeah, poisoned by the smell in a positive way to buy stuff and to increase your mood to buy stuff there. And yeah. Coming to the next fragrance, it is you can choose whatever you want out of this line. Actually, it's Bleu de Chanel from Chanel, a super monster seller. There's like an eau de toilette version, there's an eau de parfum version, and then there's a parfum version. I think the parfum version has the worst performance. The eau de parfum version has the best performance, and the eau de toilette has the second worst performance. It's in the middle. It's a bit better than the parfum version, funny enough. This one is like, yeah, you cannot go wrong with this blue DNA. It kind of set the market for this blue fragrance type, and it's very well made, rather expensive. You will also not make a lot of cheap prices online, because Chanel and Dior are very smart in preventing that. But try it out. Also not very unisex, I would say. It's rather manly, and yeah, nice. So, okay, coming to the next one is from Chanel. It is called, I have the travel atomizer here. It's called Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extrême. And this one is amazing. This one is super, super long lasting, super, super sexy, super, super well fitting for the high summer heat. Even though the normal Eau de Allure Homme Sport is even better for the high heat, because this one can get if you spray it too much, very intense. Just don't overspray this one, because otherwise you will come across like a cloying mess. So yeah, very good. Try it out. The DNA is fantastic in my opinion. Would I wear this as a woman? I don't think so. I'm sorry, this is kind of I told you I would say which ones can be worn as a woman pretty good, and so far it's just Acqua di Gio for my nose. You know, there's also a version of it, Acqua di Gioia, for women, and I just don't like the smell. I'm sorry, it's the women's version of Acqua di Gio, but I just don't like it. That's why I don't recommend it. I would even go for this one also as a woman. So, coming to the next one, Also here, you can go for the eau de toilette, the eau de parfum, or the parfum, wherever the parfum version again has the worst performance. What is going on there, boys, at Dior and Chanel? It is called Dior Sauvage. In this case, it's the eau de parfum. Yeah, this is like, I don't really appreciate it, but it's just a super seller and people love it. That's why I have to recommend it too, because people are happy with it when they buy it most of the times. I'm not very happy with it. I like the eau de parfum version though better because it's more creamy, more soft, and has less of that, for me, very insulting synthetic pepper note of the eau de toilette. However, the eau de toilette seems to have the beast mode performance, and yeah, it's good for the high summer heat. Like, can't go wrong with it though. Just try it out. I don't like it, but most people like it. That's why it's on this list. So last mentioning here is by Yves Saint Laurent, and this is called Y Eau de Parfum. It's not written on this bottle, however. So this one here. The eau de toilette is pretty bad. Don't go for this. Bad performance, very generic. And this one has, I like it, a magnetic cap. Oh no, it doesn't. Oh, sorry. Scratch it. It does not have a magnetic cap. I had this wrong in my remembering. This one is, for me, has a almost like a pear note. It is very, very fruity, very, very fresh, kind of synthetic, but very pleasing and very nice, even though. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's very synthetic, but in a more positive way than Dior Sauvage. And this is actually something you can also try as a woman. Try it out. And this is my list for the high summer heat. And I hope you liked the video. And I hope I'll see you soon. And yeah, thank you again also for your lovely comments on my other depressing video. I should not have uploaded that, man. If you don't have good mood, you should not upload stuff. I'm sorry for that. But nevertheless, thank you for your comments there. And I love you guys so much because you were like there from the beginning. And I'm really thankful for that. And also to the new people on my channel. Thank you that you joined us. Let's make a hell of a party out of it. And yeah. Hope you're having a great evening today, great weather as here, and yeah, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.